Hey guys, welcome to Cadence Radio. It is January 18th today. 18 days into the new year. It's pretty cool. Just a little bit of an off tangent here. I'm just watching the basketball game here. It's Warriors versus Clippers. It's Boogie's first game back, DeMarcus Cousins. For those of you who do watch basketball, I'm going on a little bit of a rant here. This is just not fair. 5 starting all-stars. I've never seen this before. And when did basketball become AAU basketball? Like juniors join up with every team, do all this stuff. It's not fun anymore. Hopefully they get challenged and hopefully they lose. But the riches, the richer gets richer, I guess. But on to the subjects for today. I'm just here just to give you a quick update. It's been a good 2 weeks. I think last week I came in. I think it was January 7th I came in. Last week. Gave you a little bit of what's happening up in these current events. It's been trying, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of a background here. I'm just going to go into the politics right away. I think we're here for major changes. Today was pretty cool. It was the blood moon lunar eclipse, so lots of activities will happen there. If you guys know and do your research, lots of events happen around full moons and basically some of the people I've been talking about, usually these demons, this is what they do, is basically they're very, very into astrology and very, very into numerals, numerics, and basically. And I said that watch out for an event which was going to happen in a couple of weeks. There were a couple which came through, which were done. There was a terrorist bomb in Syria when the troops were pulling out from the USA. This has been done so many times. Hopefully, the people who are awake will know that every time USA threatens to pull out, something happens and they're dragged back in. I don't think this is going to happen this time, because it's been done so many times. These guys are running out of their playbooks. It's the same exact thing. If you really sit down and study current events or these terrorist events, they happen in waves. They happen when a big announcement is coming. They happen all the way through there. So this weekend, I know Mr. Trump is going to be doing a major announcement tomorrow. But watch out what's going to happen. I think there will be another event which is going to try to circumvent what he's going to be proposing. So watch out for that. The tit for tat usually happens. It's still going on. The Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, I don't know how she's still the Speaker of the House. This lady, basically, I don't know what she's on. Valium, I don't know what she's on, but basically she's not very coherent these days. And you could say it looks like she might be cracking under pressure. Don't know. But this event, she kind of wanted to postpone the State of the Union, saying that it's not in the Constitution where it is constitutional right for the president to do State of the Union. Doesn't matter if there's a government shutdown. You're going indeed against the Constitution. And then Trump came back and he grounded her from going on a trip to see Afghanistan, see the troops. But I don't think that was it. I think she wanted to go up there, collect some payments, and plot the next thing she needs to do to keep this charade going. She had to speak with her masters who were down over there. Trust me on that. I was doing a little bit of research too, and you guys will be surprised. Mrs. Nancy Pelosi, she's been in government for 28 years. She's amassed over $200 million. Kind of ridiculous. She's a public service servant, and basically, she's living like the rich, trying to take military planes everywhere on taxpayers' dimes. That was kind of cool. What Trump said, she can fly commercial, and I'm pretty sure she can afford it for everybody. Everybody and her Democrats there. So watch out for these little moves. These I don't call these major. I call these a little bit like little checker moves. But there's a big chess move going to be happening, and watch out for that announcement tomorrow. Be back in there. I'm from Canada, of course. I say that so many times on my vlog here, and it is affecting us pretty big, especially us here in Alberta. We're oil and country. We're oil and gas. We're oil and gas place, oil and gas province. Alberta, Calgary, everywhere. That's what keeps our economy going. That pipeline would be a savior for us, for lots of people suffering. I work in a little organization there with a lot of people who I deal with are getting are very much down in the dumps because of our economy, because it's just stalled right now. We're producing a whole lot, but lots of people want our merchandise. But big government in Ontario there won't pull the plug, so we can share our commodities. But all in all, hopefully that changes here soon. We get a backbone, and we build that line. I know about the environmental impacts and stuff, but we have come a very long way in securing the government, securing the environment, and how to build these. I know Calgary, Alberta, we have a whole host of engineers who have circumvented and have really researched this and basically build something which will minimize environmental impact. But that all in all said is, yes, I think we need to kind of work our way away from oil and gas and open up another economy in Alberta. I think we have one more boom left in us, and then we need to just diversify big time, which I think will happen for sure. But we just need to make it happen. We just need to be smart about it and basically bring Alberta again to where it was 10 years ago. So hopefully that does happen. I'm just going to announce I'm going to have a couple more people coming to my podcast. I spoke with a very, very nice gentleman there. My name Rowan Edwards. I've known him since high school. A very, very good musician. Lots of albums, producer. He's everything. The guy's taken on lots of projects. He just sits and he learns. That's what I like for him. And hopefully I can get him here in the next month or so, and we can interview. This one will be a little bit tamer. We'll be talking about mostly music and sports. So that's why I kind of delved down to the first one, the first minute or so. Just wanted to rant about Mr. Golden State there. I touched base with Kane. He has a podcast too. Check his podcast out. It's all I want all the smoke, I think it's called. Hopefully I can get him on. Actually, I'm going to go on to his and we speak about, he has the social issues too. He's more entertainment, more well, not really more politics, but delves into history of the culture, of black culture, and I would like to like to pick his brain on that, and hopefully he can pick my brain too. But all in all, those are two guests I'm announcing again. Cadence Radio is going to keep on going. Check out YouTube, the YouTube alternative media guys. I always watch. I always name them. Dave Janders one. I'm gonna name Sarah Westall. All those guys are doing great work. I just wanna let you guys know, see what's gonna happen this weekend. This weekend is gonna be huge. I'm thinking that Mr. Trump's gonna call for a state of emergency. The wall's gonna be built regardless if it's a shutdown or not. He's gonna bring in the military. He was saying that it's a humanitarian crisis, and once it's a humanitarian crisis, military would be involved, and I think that wall's gonna come up. And just, we're into these trying times. We're into big changes, guys, and I'm glad I'm part of it. Hopefully, lots of people do the research. Hopefully, you take whatever the mainstream media gives you. They're not out there to inform the people. They're out there to distract and throw propaganda. They can spin anything, and hopefully people can wake up and see right through it. The reason why I always harp on the mainstream media is because they just don't report facts. They never do. It's all opinionated. You can tell. CNN's garbage. I'm in Alberta, and CTV. We have CTV. We have CBC. And when it comes to the geopolitics, it's the same exact script they throw out without doing the research. Like, I remember when I used to watch CBC back in the day. Those guys, it was the news. The news was supposed to be news. It was boring as hell, but they just threw out the facts, let you all know what was happening. And then basically, if you want to research it, if you don't want to, you go ahead. Journalism is dead. It's been dead for a very long time. All these people on the news now are just actors. They have a contract to fulfill. They get paid. They throw whatever. They can't sit down and delve into issues and really look into it. If they knew about a wall being built, they would be talking about how many refugees, how many people coming across that border. And it's happening in Canada too. I read in that one article we had, I think it was on CBC, that Mr. Trudeau signed in the next 5 years, he wants about a million immigrants in here, but it doesn't matter how they come in. And that's scary because we have no jobs here. So you're going to put another million people dispersed around this country, and who are they going to feed? How are they going to feed their families? Or worse and foremost, what's going to happen? And if you guys didn't hear through the grapevine, look at Gateway Pundit. He had another article which basically he did an expose saying that Mr. Trudeau, basically, he's promising most of these people coming in like $50,000 they get a year, just to come live. They can be on welfare if they want to, but they get $50,000 from the government. And the people who live in here, the citizens, basically working your asses off, you don't get those perks. I don't know how that works, but that's just the recipe for disaster. Hopefully everything comes to pass. I can tell basically there's two factions, two sides. I'm not taking out I just want basically the truth to come out first and foremost. But there are two sides which are fighting. They call them the nationalists and they call them the globalists. But I just call them good and bad, and I just call them the demons, and I just call them the angels. The demons are these globalists. We got one in our office, Mr. Trudeau. Most of Europe is like that, and most of Africa is like that because everybody is in cahoots when it comes down to that. So hopefully we rid these guys out of here, and an election cannot come soon enough. I just think that the people who are in this country, though they're going to fight for their country, they're going to protect what's theirs, and I think the good is going to prevail, and we can defer what's good or what's bad, but displacing people from the country, moving them into a different country, thinking that your promises goods and riches to them, and basically when they get here, you're on your own and basically try to loot, and that's how a lot of tensions get started, for sure. Everybody knows that it's order out of chaos what they're doing. It has been done before. It will do it again. They will do it again. It's an old playbook. History repeats itself, and the more we can recognize it, the better. My solution would be just basically, if you can't give people teach a man to, it's basically give a man a fish to eat, he can eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he can eat for a lifetime. Love that quote because it's basically, if you're a rich nation, it's basically, if you're a rich nation, a rich country, you go out, you help the world prevail to and try to lift them up to where you're at. That's the number one thing. Give them the tools for them to do it. Basically, that's the number one thing you need to do. And it has been done before. It has been done before. I remember this guy, a little bit annoying guy, Tariq Nasheed, but he has good series out. I don't know what they're called though. He did one on Haiti. He did one on the Moors. The Moors was very interesting because what the Moors are, they're people from Africa, and what the Moors did, they were the richest civilization ever known to mankind. But what these people did was they lifted themselves. How high they lifted them? They went around the world teaching people how to be basically to be successful like them. So they taught math, they taught theories. The first college was made for them. They spread their education around, and try to enlighten people around the world. And that's what we should be doing. We should not be invading countries. We should not be killing people. We should not be killing each other. We should be doing that, lifting each other up. And this is a message to the rich countries like China, Russia, America, most of Europe, some of Africa. Teach the world, and basically give them the tools. Actually, don't even give them the tools, because I know those people can rise up. People can teach themselves and be better, and the world will be better for it. Will be more peaceful. There'll be no starvation, no poverty, and people can live the life. Most of the people in the world, they just want to take care of the family and live a healthy life. But there are these psychopaths who hold the keys, who want to see death and destruction, and they have this God complex, thinking that they can make the world a better place, but they're so twisted in their mind that for them to make a better world, they want to kill most of us off. That's ridiculous. Humans are going to survive till the test of time. We ain't going anywhere. I believe in my heart that we have 7 billion people on this planet. I think we have the biggest civilization in this universe and moving forward, but we're all connected to one. I think there's a lot of spirit on earth, lots of spirits who've been coming over here, basically to find the way and move on. But we are going to be up there. There's a time where that ascension is going to come, and we're just going to see something different. And hopefully it's in my lifetime. It's in my family's lifetime, my little kid's lifetime, and I'm kind of excited about that. But you guys hang on to your hats. Just check it out. Check out the announcement tomorrow. I think this year is already flying. It's already January 18th. But this is the year where there's going to be ultimate change within our system, within our politician system. And I think these bad people are getting weeded out, and I think it's going to be for the good. The side which is fighting for that one, I think that side depends. They might have their own flaws, but I'd rather take those guys than these psychopaths who just basically feed and leech off of people and think that it's a game to them. So hang on to your hats, guys. It's going to be a very bumpy ride, but in the end, there's going to be light at the tunnel. So peace. See y'all later. Cadence Radio signing out. I will talk to you next week. Peace.